It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Falcons and the Lions coming up next.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Brennan Gordon alongside, as always, my partner Charles Davis and CD in the field. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. The defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
On first down, Kramer. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thompson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, it's Sanders. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. So a long field ahead for the Falcon offense as they head out. And they'll be let out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15.
He's brought down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Operating from the gun, Miller. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And this one is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Miller. He completes it to Julio Jones.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour.
Miller now to throw on 2nd down. He finds his man complete. That's Gonzalez.
Personal foul. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Throwing on 1st down. Kramer over the middle, complete. That's Thompson.
Four yards remain for 2nd down.
Operating from the gun. Kramer. Throw left side, complete. That's Moore.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 1st down. It's Sanders, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll run on 1st down. Sanders, he's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless, and that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there to make the grab, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had to quote it back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Well, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all the reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gonzalez. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
They'll look to throw again. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Falcons are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Kramer. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Kramer. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Kramer. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. To throw on 2nd down, Kramer. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Kramer. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Extra point forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And they're on the 31-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
after the incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Miller.
Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Miller. He finds his man, complete. That's Haynes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you, we now proceed to the start of the second half.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And some space here. Stiff-armed him. And he is finally out of bounds across midfield at the 40-yard line.
67 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Here's Miller throwing on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Haynes. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. Off the play fake. Miller. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, my. You know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And his kick here is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Another run with Sanders. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Looking to throw. Kramer.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out, got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Now they try the right side here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Miller. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority 1.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Kramer. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now Sanders. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Now Miller on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. From the gun, Miller. And Jones has it over the middle.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Miller. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Miller looking to throw on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. Miller, he finds his man, complete. That's Haynes. And he's got this down to the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Back to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now that brings up fourth down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also fourth down.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. So now the Lions down 16-14, 46 seconds to go. Now their lead is evaporated, but they still have a shot on first down. Back to throw. Able to find Jones. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 25-yard line.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. He'll look to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete.
And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd.
Mike 52, Mike 52. So we got man.
They'll look to throw.
Into the hands of Sanders. And he will hustle out of bounds. That stops the clock. But, boy, that's just a very minimal gain. And also, keep in mind, it's 4th down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Connecting with Johnson.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And now this game game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This from Tom Dempsey range here. And this kick is not gonna get there. It's short and no good. Well, you and I have witnessed some pretty amazing kicks late in the game to win it. This time they tried the really long one. Couldn't quite get it done.
Yeah, it's awfully hard to blame their kicker for this one, though, isn't it? Because that distance, that's almost not realistic. The offensive team has to take a good look at itself. How could you not get more yardage and give him a better opportunity? That's really where the focus is for me.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in,